Hi guys, so I'm going to be filming my monthly favourites. I thought I'd do it slightly differently, but I ended up filming it and there was no sound to it, so I'm going to just film a normal favourites, which is a shame because I showed you how I applied some of my favourite products, but it's okay. I will just mention all my products as usual because I need to share them with you. The first one I want to mention is the Sure Long Lasting Protection Pure Protection 48-hour active antiperspirant deodorant. This is got 0% alcohol, it's got no smell, and it makes you not smell. And the mist is so fine with this one, and I love that it's the compressed version, so it's really small and mini and easy to use, so perfect. Because I've been so busy this summer that I just need to make sure that my oils in my armpits are in control. Unlike one of my misses for this month, which I will mention now, it's the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. So this is the oil control version, so it's meant to control your oils. I have noticed there was one day where I didn't wear it to work and I hadn't set my face with powder either, I don't know what I was thinking. My face turned into a grease ball. So with this, it does help control the oils, but I still see quite a lot of oils coming through, so not the biggest fan of this one. I absolutely love the All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, which I would recommend 100% more so than this one. Obviously I do have oily skin type, so this is a good one to go for, but the All Night Makeup Setting Spray is perfect, especially if you want your makeup to last the whole day or all night long for any special occasion. And this one I'm not a big fan of, but obviously I'm going to continue to use it because I bought it and it does a bit of a good job. So yeah, the All Nighter one, definitely recommend that one. I have been also loving the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm Cleanser. Now, I use my number 7 oil cleanser most days, but on special days where I'm feeling super groggy on my face after a long day at work, I love using this one. And at the moment my skin's been breaking out, which it hadn't before. For the last 2 months my skin had been really good, but I thought I'd treat myself to start using this again, and it does an amazing job. You only need the tiniest amount and it literally just melts off your makeup completely. And I use this as my first cleanse, not as my final cleanse, but as my first cleanse to initially take everything off. It just makes life so much easier. Another thing that I've got on my face at the moment is the 17 Define and Contour Kit. Now, I've had my eyes on this. I've seen a few people use it. Anushka from Anushka Beauty, she uses the medium shade of this one. And I'd opened 2 of them up, so I'd opened them there and the medium to compare, and I thought medium, maybe not, it might be slightly too dark. And I've got so many darker sort of powders and I want to brighten my face. I remember I used to wear like a lighter shade of foundation all the time pretty much, and so I thought, let me get the fair shade. So I'll show you what it looks like. It comes with a huge mirror, and the contour shade it's gone like slightly powdery, you know, with that it's got like liquid on it and then it sort of sets, so I need to sort that out. But it's a really subtle contour shade and I don't want something too obvious that I've contoured, so I don't know if it's worked, but for me I think this looks quite natural and nice. And this I've got on in the centre of my face, sort of under my eyes, on the forehead and on my chin, and it definitely has brightened and highlighted my face. So I really am glad that I've got the fair shade and not the medium shade. I mean, I was thinking, should I get both and try them both out, but I thought, let me just get this one. And another 17 product which I have been loving is the Rose Quartz Single Eyeshadow. Oh my god, this is amazing. It's so like creamy and it just looks so nice on the eyes. I've got it on the main part of my lids at the moment. And underneath that I've got this one, which is also sort of a rose quartzy sort of colour, which I'll show you. Oh, it's amazing. It's the Kiko Makeup Milano eyeshadow stick. It's an 8-hour long lasting one. I do find that if I've used this by itself, it still creases. For some reason my eyelids, even with an eyeshadow primer, they crease. But this is number 5 and I love these two together and individually, but definitely have to set my eyes when I'm using this Kiko one. Another favourite, which again I mentioned in my previous favourites, is the Undress Your Skin by Makeup Academy Shimmer Highlight. This is in the colour Opalescent Amber. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to apply some more now. I use my Real Technique stippling brush and just put it on the high points of my cheeks and just stipple it on, and I love it. I pretty much wear it every single day, or as long as I remember I will wear it, and I just love it. This whole strobing sort of trend that's happening at the moment, I don't think I would go all out because I'm not the biggest highlighting fan in that sense. I don't think I'd want my whole face to be highlighted, but I suppose with these two products I could try it, because this is super bright and light on my face and this looks beautiful. It's so beautiful. Another of my favourites has to be this brush. It's amazing. The only problem was, this is my second brush. My first brush, it completely shedded. It was this side that the bristles and sort of hairs had completely come out, so I ended up taking it back to Boots and getting it exchanged for another one. But it's the Highlight and Contour one. So for this I have been using it mainly for my foundation and concealer because it's so fluffy and soft. I absolutely love it. And then this side I have been using either for my contour or sometimes for my blusher. It's so multi-purpose, this brush. Definitely recommend it, and it's reasonably priced for what it is, and you can always use the No. 7 vouchers as well, which gets you £3 off when they come around. And another thing that I've been loving from No. 7, which I recently picked up, is the No. 7 Makeup Brush Cleanser, and I never thought I would get it. Oh god, it comes out quite easily though. That's the only problem. It's a bit of a miss there, but I think it would have been better as a spray, not a pump bottle. That's another thing which I've noticed. But you put it onto some kitchen towel, swirl your brush around, and it gets to this state. And I think having a makeup brush cleanser to spot clean is quite a good idea. I think I might start doing that a bit more often, and hopefully it will help my skin as well, because the cleaner the brushes are that you apply on your face, the better it is for your skin. So definitely recommend maybe trying this. Another of my favourite, which I never thought it would be, is the Estee Lauder Clear Difference Blemish Serum. I stopped using this for a week. I had the 30ml version. I stopped using it for a week, and the last 2 months my skin has been amazing, and I thought it was all down to this one, which is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, which again is another product I have been loving, but I think it was actually due to this. I mainly use this in the mornings before applying my moisturiser, but for a week I stopped using it and my skin started just breaking out again, and I was like, oh no. I actually did see a clear difference with this, and without it, whilst I was using it, I didn't think I was going to notice any difference, which I didn't. Well, when I stopped using it, I did notice a difference, so I ended up getting the 50ml version of this, and I was like, it's going to last me a long time. I need to invest in my skin. My skin is quite important to me, so I did that. And again, I love this. I ended up getting the full size of the Advanced Night Repair for night time. Using these both morning and night, the combination has just helped my skin so much. I think I've seen the best results for my skin ever whilst using these two together. Another of my favourites obviously is this. It's completely dirty at the moment because I've been using it, but it's the Beauty Blender, and I never thought I would love this so much as I do now, because it just helps apply your foundation so much easier, and it just blends everything in, and it is fairly fast. Using a brush doesn't give you that completely flawless sort of blended in look as this Beauty Blender does. So I mean, I would recommend any sponge, but the Beauty Blender, even though it is quite pricey, is definitely the one to go for. Another of my favourites has to be this one, and I think this is a really good drugstore alternative to the Naked 3 palette. Obviously it doesn't have as many shades, but it's still got quite a lot of shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 less than the Naked 3, but it's only $14.99. Use your Boots points with it. There's always offers on, and it comes with a brush, and I love the pinky sort of shimmery shade, and I love this one, which I use as my inner corner highlight, and it's the peachy goldy shade, which I never thought I would love and didn't think I would use it as much, but I actually love it now. And these sort of darker ones are perfect for autumn time, so it's a very springy autumn all year round palette for sure. Definitely recommend this one. And you can buy the Makeup Revolution palettes, which are even cheaper, but the quality of these are really great, and I've got it on my eyes today with the Kiko Milano eyeshadow stick as well as the 17, but I've got the sort of brown, medium brown shade in my crease. It's just such a nice rosy toned palette, so love that one. For my mascara, I have a great combination, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Love, love, love this amazing drugstore mascara. This is just the original formulation, which is a lot wetter, so as soon as you apply it the first coat, you can see your eyes are defined and they've got mascara on. And I like using this one sometimes by itself or on top, just so it sets the mascara and make sure it doesn't budge and melt off, because my eyes do tend to get quite watery in the summertime, but this is a great one as well. This one isn't as wet as this one, as the original one, but it's still a great formulation. It's not dry completely, and I recommend these big time. Again, I've mentioned these before and I have to mention them again. This again is another great favourite of mine, and I think it's my most favourite top coat. It's the Revlon Colorstay Gel Envy Diamond Top Coat, and I think I'm nearly finished with this one. I'm literally trying to scrape it out now, but I've got backup luckily, and regardless of whether you're wearing gel nail polish, the Revlon ones, or any nail polish, it makes your nails last a lot longer, at least a week or so. So definitely recommend trying that one out. And I've got a few more misses for this month. This is one of them, the Dr. Lip Original Nipple Balm for lips, and this is 100% natural, 100% medical grade lanolin, and lanolin is from sheep's wool, the grease of the sheep's wool or something like that. This actually claims that it's tasteless, which I haven't actually tried tasting it because I don't think I would want to. It's odorless and so kissable, so it does make your lips really soft and smooth, but it is not odorless at all. Maybe I've got a very heightened sense of smell, but I can smell the sort of farm sort of smell coming from this, and it is strong, or the sheepy sort of smell is really strong, and I'm not a big fan. Now it makes me think, why did I get this and why didn't I just get the First Aid Ultra Repair Lip Balm, which I now love, but you know what, I'm going to keep using it because it is really quite nice for the lips. I'll just have to try and oversee or oversmell the smell. And you can use it as a multi-purpose product, so if you've got dry skin anywhere else, on your arms, on your legs, on your knees, elbows, you can use it for that as well, so I might have to start using it for other things. And the last one, which is a miss for me, is this Essie nail polish, which I've got on at the moment. My hand's a bit grubby because of the makeup that I've been playing, but it's not opaque. You have to apply 2 to 3 coats of it for you to get a nice sort of colour. It's quite patchy, it's not smooth at all, and I'm hoping that not all Essie nail polishes are like this. Maybe it's just this one, or maybe it's just the way I applied it, but not a big fan. It's quite liquidy as well, actually. But again, because I use the top coat on top, it's made it last a lot longer, so I don't think I'd just wear this by itself. I always wanted to get an Essie nail polish, and I always wanted to get sort of like a creamy, milky, sort of whitish colour, so I ended up going for this colour, which is a Lure, but not a big fan. But again, I'll still keep using it because I love nail polish and I love this colour. I do like it, I just have to work at it a bit more. Hope you enjoyed my favourites. This is the makeup that I'm wearing, the things that I've mentioned today in my favourites, and I just love wearing it all. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.